I get this question a lot. Should I start my channel now or wait till 2021? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you my thoughts on this and some tips on how to grow your channel the right way. Before we get into this though, make sure you hit that subscribe button because there are many more videos coming your way. Hi, my name is Catherine Perry and I help you grow your YouTube channel the right way. In this video, I'm going to share with you my thoughts on whether or not you should start your channel now or 2021. I also want to give you some tips on how to grow the right way, because there are right ways and there are wrong ways. So I want to share some tips with you today on that. Here are some reasons why you should start your channel and why you should start it right now. First thing is that you want to get as much content out as possible. If you're sitting around waiting till the new year is starting, you're just waiting around for something to happen, or you're trying to make it the perfect moment. The more content that you have out right now, the better chance you'll get more eyes on your channel. By starting now, by putting out content, you're getting to know what you'd want to do on YouTube. Another reason why you'd want to start right now is because whenever the new year hits, a lot of people start searching for things like how to get healthy or how to start the year off right or whatever. They may be searching for things that is, important to get their year off the right way. So who knows what videos will do well. It's about you putting the content out and getting it out before, the big rush of people starting to do their own channels. Starting your channel now gives you a head start. It gets things going. It gets the ball rolling. And I think that's the most important point. If you have a business, this is a really good time to start because this is a great way to showcase some of your products or your services. So starting right now before Christmas picks up is a great way to showcase your stuff and just show them who you are and all about the business. I know a lot of people do this on TikTok on the short form videos, and they do really well with this. On YouTube, you're able to build a really deep relationship by showcasing and giving your advice, sharing your tips, your products, and all that jazz. So the next thing is, why would you not want to start right now? So right now before Christmas, it's actually getting super busy and you may not even have the time in your schedule to put this into your everyday thing. So I would suggest you looking at your schedule and seeing if you can actually do this, because YouTube is hard. It is hard work. It's like a second job. So if you're planning on doing this and you're going into it thinking that this is just another thing I'm going to do, it's going to take a lot of work. This is a big part of being successful on YouTube, is being consistent. So starting right now is a really good idea, but maybe you don't want to get overwhelmed, and this is a big part of it. Another reason why you may not want to start right now is that you don't really have a purpose of, what's the point of the channel? A lot of the times that doesn't really set me back. I would say just start. But sometimes people get hung up in this and they get overwhelmed by this. So this may be a reason why you don't want to start. Again, both of these things, reasons why you wouldn't want to start, is very personal. So it's totally up to you. There's no pressure to do this, but this is a couple of reasons why you would want to start. Okay, so the third thing that I want to dive into is how to grow your channel the right way. On my YouTube channel, I give you tons of tips and tricks, but in this video, I just want to give you some really quick tips to get your channel going if you're thinking about starting your YouTube channel. Whether you're starting right now or starting in the new year, here are some tips for you. Make sure you have a rough plan, an idea of what you want to do for your channel, just to get you going. It doesn't have to be set in stone, but this is a great way to visualize, and not only visualize, but to also give you something to work towards. You need to look at your schedule and see if it fits in there. If you can do 1 video a week, that's great. So don't overwhelm yourself by having to do 3 videos. Yes, you will maybe grow a little bit faster depending on your content if you do more videos, but if you can only do 1, just do 1. If you get burnt out, that's going to stop you from doing your channel in the first place anyways. If you're not going to be consistent, then your channel's not going to be successful. So remember that people they show up to your channel every week knowing that you're going to upload at least once. It doesn't have to be a specific day, but knowing that you're going to upload at least once, that is being consistent on YouTube, and you need to do that. If you've not uploaded any videos, you don't really know what the content your audience is enjoying. So my advice to you is to start uploading content, or if you're thinking about the content, think about topics that would interest you. If you're enjoying the content yourself, then the more likely you're going to stay on YouTube and do more of that. Now, if you decide to start right now or in the new year, don't overwhelm yourself and start doing Vlogmas. That is crazy. It is so hard to do Vlogmas or any of those like everyday vlogs situations. It's really hard, so don't overwhelm yourself, don't burn yourself out. Another tip here is to collaborate and connect with other YouTubers. This is a big way to grow on YouTube. This year I've done quite a few collaborations, and that's because I've started really focusing in on channels and things that I want to share with my audience. But I also love connecting with people, it's just who I am. But that's a big tip right here, is that if you want to grow your channel, if you've started your channel or you're thinking about starting it, start by figuring out who you would love to collaborate with. This can help you reach into other communities. And the next tip that I have for you is to focus on your audience at the moment. You know, you have an audience. If you have an audience or anybody that is subscribed to your channel, those are people that are watching your videos. So focus on them and not what you don't have. And when you start gaining more subscribers and more views, you can look at your analytics and actually see which videos your audience is enjoying. Which leads me into the next point, is narrow down your channel in the beginning. So if you narrow down your channel in the beginning, you'll find your small knit community which will help build the traffic and the momentum on your channel to get it to that point where you don't even have to start, worrying about YouTube search. Your videos will start to be pushed onto the browse page. Another tip that I have is don't be afraid to go live before you hit 100 subs. Many people get scared about going live, and I really, really regret this, not going live to connect with my audience. Going live is so important to really build a relationship with your audience. Not necessarily does it have to be perfect. I feel like if you can connect with your audience, get their questions, talk to them about everyday stuff, you're doing something different. You're actually connecting with them on a deeper level. So don't be afraid to do a live. The next tip that I have for you is to create an overall brand. You need to create an overall feel, an overall brand for your channel. That way when people arrive onto it, they'll more likely say, oh, wow, this is amazing. This channel looks a little bit it looks put together, right? That's how I feel whenever I go to new channels. The big YouTubers that are out there, their channel is put together. Their brand overall is consistent. The last point here within this one is don't give up after 1 month. Big YouTubers that have been on for a long time have said, oh, it's taken me years, taken me 2 years, Some people within a couple months, rare, very rare, but majority of the people on YouTube are on there for a long time. A great example of this is Mr. Beast. He's been on YouTube for a very long time, and he's just recently in the past couple of years taken off, and obviously like crazy. You need to be mindful that it's just not going to happen overnight. I want you to comment below if you've started a channel or thinking about starting a channel, and then also comment in the comment section one piece of advice for those new YouTubers that are just starting out. So this next section is things you should not do on YouTube. There are things that people, when they first start out, they start doing these things and they think it's great. This is the way you should do it on YouTube. But no, there are some mistakes that new YouTubers make, or people that are just starting their channels. You should never do sub for sub. You should never, ever, ever do sub for sub, because one, it can get you banned off your YouTube channel. So you started your channel, or you're thinking of starting it, and you're doing the sub for sub, and it's not good. Don't do it that way. And two, it's just not a great way to build or grow your channel, because people are not actually watching or engaging on your videos. And that's important whenever you want to grow your channel and be seen in the algorithm. So don't do sub for sub. The next thing is you should never copy other YouTubers. This is a big one. Don't go out and copy another YouTuber, because you're not being authentic and real. That is important on YouTube. Finding your personality, finding who you are on YouTube is very, very important. So being authentic and real with your audience is important. So don't be fake. Don't copy other YouTubers' tags. This is a big one. People go in and they think, okay, so there's a YouTuber that's doing really well, their videos are doing great, and their tags are ranking. Well, let's copy and paste them into mine. Nope, don't do it. It just doesn't work. So as a new YouTuber, a lot of the time people start out, they do this kind of thing because they think, okay, the tags are working. Those are not specific to your channel, and they won't help your specific video, because that other channel may have more subscribers and may be doing well because they got a lot of momentum and traffic. But if you put those big tags in, it just doesn't work. So don't do it. Another big one is that people think whenever they start YouTube or they go into YouTube that it's easy. It's another full-time job, guys. It's hard work. I spend a lot of my time working on my YouTube channel because I know in the future it's going to build up to something. So make sure you have this realization that it's not easy. You are taking it seriously. You want this to be something in the future. It is a second job, so you need to be consistent overall to be successful. So it is another second job, basically, if you have another one that you're working on. So just be mindful of that. If you're doing it for fun, just ignore this point. Just go on. Just do you. Another one is that people don't actually focus in on the thumbnails. They think the thumbnails, they'll screen grab and just da-da-da-da-da. But if you don't get the click, you don't get the watch time. So this is a big one that I wish I knew in the beginning, is to work on your thumbnails and get that click. This is a big one. So make sure you focus in on this. Do your research, watch my channel. There's lots of tips and tricks on my channel and my playlists to help you with your thumbnails. So my last thing is, should you start a channel or should you wait? Here are my thoughts. So in my opinion, I say yes, you should start your channel. This is my opinion. I think if you are ready and you're willing to do this, you're willing to put in the work, go for it. Having a YouTube channel isn't like you're going to be famous overnight and it's going to be magical rainbows. It's hard work. But yes, if you have the time, you're able to be consistent on it, go for it. If you want to do this for fun, go for it. I think it's a great way to just let yourself get creative and not worry about it. If you're not worried about tags, if you're not worried about growing on YouTube, just go for it. Many of us don't start and wait and they prolong things because of the fear of it. And yes, that's a big one. So you need to be understanding of who you are, be self-aware of what you can do and what your strengths and weaknesses are. Understand this, no one is perfect. So I do not expect you to be perfect at this. This is not like a cookie cutter thing that happens the same way for everybody. I think if you start now, start putting out the content, get your channel rolling, seeing what you enjoy, seeing the stuff that you really want to talk about on YouTube will help you, because in the new year, you know, people are searching for channels, they're searching for things, and you never know which video will do well in YouTube. So with that being said, I've created a basics playlist. This is all the basics of YouTube and how to just, you know, start off the right way. So you can binge watch through that playlist. It talks about thumbnails, tips and tricks, just gives you all the information that you need when it comes to basic YouTube. As always, guys, don't forget to create adventure and live to inspire. Have a good one.